Ridire, it's just your average tavern at, 10 in the morning. Tal'Dama, you sense a hollowness below your feet.
As I'm taking it, wasn't there before.
Nope.
I'm going to detect evil.
Okay. Read off detect evil to me again.
It was from detect evil and good. We've in the past used it as alignment.
Yeah, you guys made it a little bit stronger because it's not detecting the good side of things.
Yeah.
It's only detecting evil.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna make this easy and delete who Oliver doesn't see. And Oliver, you're getting 2 individuals who are outlined in a greenish-blackish haze. And,
Any crimson colors on them that they're wearing?
I mean, what they're wearing is what's on their mini, so if you want to
zoom in
on them.
Yeah, they do look.
I don't want to say too much, because prying eyes and unwelcome riffraff and all that, but
Indeed.
maybe you come back later tonight and knock on the door and, come on in. If it's open, you're welcome to come on in. And, you asked about the drinks that we got. Ale is what I can offer you right now, but, after hours, you might be checking the shelves behind me here and find a basement that has a better class of a drink.
I'm gonna cast polymorph on both of us to make us both spiders.
Spiders.
And I'm gonna kind of go in and crawl along the kind of top edge of the ceiling until I get behind the bar and try and see if I can find a little gap behind one of the bookshelves to get down in there.
And I'm following.
Okay, so
let me bring up a spider stat
And
block.
Ridire has a sudden chill for some reason.
You left the chaotics alone again.
Tal'Dama, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Because you just went from a dark world where you can see things with your sense
16.
to having 8 eyes.
Yeah, what is this?
And tremor sense, because spiders do have tremor sense.
That's true.
Oh man, it is a wave of overstimulation for the first couple of seconds.
I gotta close. You know that thing where the light's too bright and you close one of your eyes to keep it from being too bright.
Spider's just doing that with its legs.
Yeah, one of my legs is just like this, trying to cover half of my eyes. Oh. Of course, we can't talk as a spider, so I'm not relaying all this. But I'm definitely thinking this is what the world looks like now.
Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna homebrew a rule to this.
Okay.
You're both spiders. You have the spider senses. I'm gonna rule that if 2 people polymorph into the same creature, they can communicate.
Oh, sweet.
Because it just makes sense in my brain that if you are able to you're a spider, you can communicate as a spider.
Spider sign language.
Alright, DM ruling. Polymorph works the same as wild shape for purposes of intelligence and ability to plan and plot. You still can't cast spells, you can't do all of that kind of stuff in that form, but in true polymorph, that's when it changes you to
that makes
the
sense.
abilities. It doesn't take you long knowing where you need to go to find the crack in the book, in the not bookshelf, but the shelf, the cupboard that he had pointed out. And it's not like it's sealed off or anything. It is covered and hidden, but not flush against the wall. There's definitely a gap that a spider can easily get into.
Cool.
And so you're able to walk in, and you find yourself in a long hallway leading at a incline down. Do you follow it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the ceiling, though. That's where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so you're walking along, and everything's kind of looking normal, even though it's all inverted. And it keeps heading at an angle down, just a slight gradual drop.
This is the ramp that leads away from the store.
Yep.
Okay.
And so the entrance was that back bookcase or shelf. And what you were sensing was it underneath the this kind of long tube. And eventually, probably about, you've got little legs. Your speed's 20 feet, so it's really not that much.
Spiders move fast.
Yeah.
All right. Probably good.
How often you see it, and then you look away and look back, and it's gone.
We're not thinking about that. I had a dead spider fall on me today, and it was not okay.
Better than a live spider.
Yes, very much. Doesn't take long for you to end up at a drop-off, where there is a ladder that's now leading straight down. You've probably gone, 40 or 50 feet from the entrance of the basement to this drop-off.
Cool, let's go down.
Down we go.
Okay, down you go. As you start to make your way down, passive perception is 12 as a spider. That's not bad.
But we've got all our mental acuity, right?
Not the same numbers.
Okay.
The numbers aren't necessarily there, but your ability to think, to reason, to do all of that, and to communicate stays.
Okay.
Um,
What if I was in wild shape, though?
yeah. Lord help me. Hey, Ross Ryan. If someone steps on them, they're gonna turn back to themselves.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Yeah.
why we're on the ceiling.
Bad day for them.
You stepped on the wrong neighborhood.
All right. You descend. Are you climbing down, or are you doing the spider web drop?
Ooh.
Oh, web drop sounds fun.
Web drop sounds great.
Okay.
But kind of near the wall, so we
Yeah.
need to swing into the wall.
Okay. Yeah. So you're doing that that creepy thing where spiders spin as they drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zero. I know you hate spiders. And
That's why I'll always use them.
So you drop, and it's only like a 5-6 foot ladder, and you find yourself in a room. And roll me a perception check, even though the passive is probably fine.
With our numbers or with spider numbers?
With the spider numbers, so
Okay, so it's
Oh.
just flat D20.
flat d20.
12.
10.
Good enough. You see a group of werewolves and a couple of an elf and a human and a dog just kind of lazily hanging out.
Was there any other entrance to this place, or is it just where we're coming down?
There actually is. There's an entrance right here. You can see one of them is kind of walled off or not walled off, but kind of blocked off a portion of sewer that continues along.
Okay, but it's just sewer.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
I think that is what we need to know.
Right.
Should
Well-
we back up now that we've done reconnaissance and
Hi. Time to go back. This has been fun. You've done this before, haven't you?
oh yes, a few times. Different creatures, different different abilities, different sizes. But I use this one to kind of scope out Beckett Zamet.
try turning into different animals?
Some differences, but the general first feeling is kind of the same. It's just into different abilities and different the capabilities.
This is exciting. Oh, there's so many possibilities now in my life. I never even thought about turning into an animal. But you have literally opened my eyes. I can see now. Like, actually see as a spider.
That's cool. I didn't think that would do that, but good to know.
As you're having this conversation, I'm assuming you guys are walking back
returning.
up to the top area, and it doesn't take long till you're back out into the alleyway.
Actually, what I could have done is not spend 2 spell slots and used a twin spell. I just remembered I can do that. Waste 1 spell slot to get information instead.
There you go. All right.
Regroup.
All right. So you regroup with Ridire as he's walking out of the tailor. And
Here I was a spider.
That sounds awful.
Well, she got to see a little bit, so
That's cool, at least.
Other bit of note: there were some werewolves down where we're going to be going tonight. Just
Oh, I'm so very surprised that the person that recognized the rings might be associated with that.
I knew they'd be associated.
This is my surprised face.
But the fact that there are actual werewolves there, not just cult members, is a little bit more.
Oh, hold on.
That
hold
is
on.
true. That's true.
I need you to make that face again. I want to think really hard and turn back into a spider so I can see it.
I'd really prefer if you didn't.
Fine. You're
You
just
could
such
try
a
something else.
buzzkill.
Try like a dog.
Should I do that here?
Or a kitten.
Like right now?
We could find someplace off to the side.
Just go like to a corner of a park or something.
Should I try it here in the street? Okay. Is there a park?
there is a park. Yes, you're
Hey,
able
the
to find a nice park, just outside of the market district, near the residential area. There's just a nice little park.
Alright. I need to see what's the max level of beast I can turn into. I
Also-
think it's just CR1 for...
I wanted to ask the because I'm assuming they finished making my hood then, and I wanted to ask them if they knew somewhere that they could get it enchanted or if they can enchant it.
Oh no, they met up with you right, like that whole thing they did only took like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I'm still waiting for it to be made. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So we're going to the park. I'm gonna turn into a beast.
What are you turning into?
I want to turn into just a dog for now. So think like a Great Pyrenees mixed with a husky. So it would probably be all white, have 2 different color eyeballs, and little floppy ears, but big like a Great Pyrenees.
Oliver and Ridire, you watch as Tal'Dama concentrates, and suddenly there's a dog sitting in front of you.
It is good to know.
A roof. And I just
Well,
like,
Lydia, we've learned something very nice today.
That's impressive.
I'm gonna see if I can smell. I'm gonna try to smell around. I can smell the future.
What is Ridire wisdom saving from?
The urge to pet the fluffy dog.
Cool. So yeah, I run around a little bit because this is like some really cool stuff. Sniff some people's butts, and then come back and transform back.
Oh, was that as interesting as you hoped?
That was more interesting than I would have hoped. Did you know that we're basically nose blind? There's a whole world of smells out there.
I haven't turned into a dog yet. I wouldn't know.
You should.
I should at some point. That is a good idea. Maybe not like today, but I don't know if I have some extra like left over tonight or something. Do you want to try it, Ridire?
Not at this moment.
But like, I don't know, like this
Later?
week at some point.
Maybe in the future.
Okay.
I really like being me, so
Yeah, but like being a dog is really fun though.
Being a dog is so fun.
You've got to feel like you got to turn into like an eagle and feel the wind in your face as you fly around. This is
I've
wonderful.
felt the wind in my face when I fly on Barnabas.
Yeah, but like when you're doing it yourself, it's like a different experience.
All right. What would you like to do?
I want to get my hood and then see if I can get enchanted.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll go with to the enchantment place.
We'll go hang out.
Okay. So, you wait a couple hours, go get something to eat.
Cool. Does that count as a short rest?
Yes.
Okay, good. I have 2 instances of wild shape again.
yeah, it's a couple hours and you guys are really just meandering around town, window shopping, doing all those fun things. Roll me perception checks, everybody.
I am good at these. 13.
17.
16. I have been rolling like crap on perception today.
And Tal'Dama, I'll use your passive.
Oh, okay, good.
Because, honestly, what is everybody's passive perception? Is it higher, or did you roll higher?
No.
My pass is
It's
12.
Okay.
And I was like, I would just like to be able to take a 10 on my perception.
Yeah. Absolutely, you can.
Good. So I would have gotten a 25.
Yeah. And so, Tal'Dama, you hear this. Ridire, you hear bits and pieces. Oliver, for the most part, you pick up on some of the fine details. You hear the overall stuff, but not the fine details. There have been rumblings about council members being attacked. Or not attacked, but dying. 2 council members in the last, week or so have died. One was attacked in his home in what is being called a botched robbery. And then there was a council member who was found in the fountain, drowned. And people are talking about how, he smelled like alcohol. He was seen coming back from the Knave's pub late at night and must have fallen into the fountain and drowned in the night.
Like, I know what's been causing that.
I feel like it is pretty apparent that if you start connecting dots, there's like a string of these all at once.
The Knave's pub, you say?
So those are the rumblings and the rumor mill going around the town. You get to the tiny needle, and the half orc steps up. Welcome, customer. Your order is ready. Is there anything else we can get for you? Or I see you've brought some friends. Anything we can get for them?
Yeah, yes. Ridire, were you?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if they want anything, but I was wondering if you are able to, or if you know someone that's able to place enchantments on clothing.
Enchantments. We are humble tailors. We would not be able to help you with that, but we do outsource some of that work with a shop near the Cloister of Eternal, and you could absolutely meet with them. They would be more than happy to take care of you.
Well, thank you very much.
Is that the Blue Eagle? I believe that's where I got my stuff enchanted earlier.
We're gonna say yes. I don't have that in my notes, but I know there is.
I have it right under Knave's Pub, Cone, Tal'Dama Market, and then it says the Blue Eagle Enchantment Shop. Owner Tiefling named, and I don't have the name. But he has long black hair, horns with silver jewelry, like a silver jewel headpiece, and kind of dresses like a stereotypical truth teller in a tourist trap. That's what I've written.
We could also visit Fallond and Unbera, who are the owners of the Buried Knight, while we're here, reminiscing.
Yeah, we can do whatever we need.
Yeah, we're gonna say yes to the Blue Eagle for sure.
I don't need to go to the Stonemason shop.
You're more than welcome to.
We can maybe do that tomorrow.
After we deal
with this tonight.
I have Fallond and Unbera written down. I remembered them.
Cool.
I did not remember the Blue Eagle.
Because I got
Well,
my absorb elements and like put my +1 on the armor.
Yeah, speaking
that
of the blue eagle, let's go there. It's my new fancy hood.
That's like totally what I would put on as an enchantment. Absorb elements. Well,
I put it on mine. I'm going because we talked about something last time and I wanted to see if I can make it reality.
Okay. You're able to find the Blue Eagle very quickly, and the shop is slightly different from what you remember. Now it is filled with various arcane displays. Looks very, very similar to the Museum of Sarastra. There is a Kenku at the counter and says, "Yes, could I help you?"
Yes, I'm interested in possibly getting this hood enchanted.
"Oh, we could do that. What do you want?"
That is what I am looking at right now. Have Oliver ask about his thing first.
I would also like something enchanted. I came here a little while back, although I believe it was a different face that I met. But I had a certain spell put into this. I was wondering, though, if for more cosmetic purposes, if it was possible to enchant it to change its appearance on command. At the very least, like a color change, things like that.
I forgot about that.
"Oh, yes, we could do that. Just simple color change?"
If possible, I would love to be able to change its whole appearance, but if that's too much to ask while keeping the other enchantments on it, then this color would be okay.
No, that should be fine. So you're asking for basically, what's the equivalence? Equivalency.
Glamored hide. Without the armor bonus.
Yeah, because the cloak has a +1 defense on it, but it's not armor.
Or maybe it's glamored studded leather is what you're looking at. You can change its appearance.
Time frame for the enchantment?
I would hope that by the end of the day we would have someplace to be. If it's a little too much, then maybe I could come in tomorrow and get it started then.
Well, already made. Costed 2,000 gold. But enchantment, about 1,000 gold?
Just add that to the current cloak?
Yes.
I could do 1,000.
Very well. Have that in a couple hours.
I have a question out of character.
Yes.
If I were to get something enchanted to have it be able to cast an instance of a spell, is it only a spell that I can cast already? Or could it be any spell?
Any spell, I would guess. It's depending on the spell level, it's going to cost a pretty penny, but yeah.
I think it's like maybe first or second. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I just wanted to know.
So a spell scroll that...
Spell scrolls only let you cast spells that you already could.
I would say if you can find a spell scroll of a different ability class, you should be able to cast it.
I've always ruled that as long as your character is capable of casting spells, you can cast any spell scroll. You can only learn it permanently if you're a wizard or have some sort of similar ability.
Yeah, you can't transfer it into a book or something, but to cast it, I'd say Skyrim rules apply. If you find it, you can cast it.
Oh, okay.
He turns and looks back at Ridire and, have you thought of what you want?
Would it be possible to put magical resistance to different elements on this?
Could do something like that. Resistance to what?
Well, I'd like to do multiples if that's possible, but I'd want to start with poison. Those goblins, man.
Oh, that's right. With those stupid daggers.
There is armor of resistance, which I'm kind of using as a reference. Resistance to goblins. Yeah, goblin resistance. Can I get armor of werewolf resistance?
A ring of resistance costs about 6,000. Putting on enchantment costs 4,000. But more than that, more resistances are going to cost more.
I don't have that kind of money then. Okay, that's a bit too more than I'm capable of.
Yeah, I've got armor of resistance is 5,000 and ring of resistance is 6,000.
It is rare, so that doesn't surprise me too much.
One of the more expensive items.
What would it cost to just put like a +1 on it? whatever in-world universe stuff I would say to say +1 armor class.
Yep.
Like a defense spell.
Because you need more AC, dude.
We're going into the last battle. I've got the money. If I can afford it, I'm gonna buy it.
Oh man, so you're saying I should just blow all like 11,000 gold that I have?
Or you could buy that to put 2 resistances on my thing for me.
But I want a resistance.
Give me acid resistance and poison resistance. That way, then Oliver can just hit me with acid splash, and it doesn't matter.
I mean, this would count as adding onto your armor. So what's your armor right now?
My AC is 21.
21? I thought it was like 23.
No,
My
it's
AC
21.
is 21. The highest it's ever been is 22, and I had a +2.
Yeah, the armor of the
I
ancients.
just take
is
the
a plus
dodge
1.
action and stuff a lot. Yeah, armor of ancients is only +1. It just has all the spells.
Oh, so it'd be going from a +1 to a +2. Oh,
Yeah, if we're considering it being attached to that, yeah.
Yep. I mean, it'd be considered part of that, because it'd be... Yes, could do that. Enchanting, so not brand new armor. Say 3,000 gold.
I still don't have enough.
All right, how much do you need? Well, he's looking that up.
Mm-hmm.
How much would it be to add? Oh, I don't know, like a spell to a piece of clothing.
Permanent spell scroll, once a day use.
Like a and not any sort of high level magic, just like basic things.
What's the spell?
How about silvery barbs?
Oh, you're going mean. You're going mean. Ugh. That spell.
Hey, I asked first.
Yep. That would cost 2,000 gold.
Done.
Thank you.
So the I take off the sash that I always wear, like around my waist. I give it to them.
You watch as a couple of pixies come out and scoop up your materials and take them into the back. All right, Ridire, do you know what you want?
Well, if Tal'Dama's willing to give me, and this is a big ask, 5,000 gold,
Okay.
I can get 2 resistances put on my thing.
Okay.
And I was thinking poison and acid. So poison in case more of those stupid goblin knives, and acid because then Oliver can go to town a little bit more freely with his stuff.
Yeah, I'm already able to absorb elements for acid, so sure. I plunk down the necessary difference onto the counter.
I had said what for the first one?
You said 4,000 for one, so is it just another 4,000 for the second, or
It
is
is.
more?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so she should. I can provide 3 if she gives up the 5. So
Very well. We'll be ready by closing tonight.
excellent.
Thank you for coming.
I only have 5,500 gold on me now.
Oh no.
I only have 266 gold now.
I have 499.
I mean, it's our party's gold, but I'm holding on to it.
Yeah. I think this is a worthwhile time for us to spend a bunch of gold on some things. Get some boosts now, and yeah.
Doing anything for the rest of the day, or do you want to time jump to getting your items?
Time jump.
Time jump.
Time jump.
All right.
We T-pose in the middle of the street, Skyrim style.
So, during the day, you wander around, you have a good time of it. Tal'Dama, you do end up visiting. Where are my notes?
Buried night.
Yep, the Buried Night. Fallen and Umbera are both in okay spirits. Umbera is nervous because the council has asked her to replace the dwarf that has died. She's heard the council members are starting to die, so there's a little bit of concern in taking over that spot, as she doesn't want to have a target on her back.
Oh, that's not good to hear. So have these have been going on for a long time?
No, just recently. Last couple of weeks, it was Franklin Highhill, the halfling, and now Tocklin Burrowfound. But 2 council members in the same month, that That seems, more than a coincidence.
Aye, it does. Well, you may not have to be worrying about that for too much longer.
That would be nice.
So when would the council meeting be that you'd have to go to? And you're not on the council yet, are you?
No, they've quote unquote requested my presence. And the next council meeting's in another week or so. Nothing immediate. I'm hoping that they ask another dwarf who works with rock, but you know the rules of the council.
Not off the top of my head, but
Every race in the city must be recognized, and every council member has to have a different profession.
have you tried just changing your profession to something else that is already on the council, and then you might not have to?
We're in the process of trying to get some signage change and changing up the business a little bit.
What will you be doing?
I don't know. I thought maybe wood carving. Buried Night does not sound that good with wood carving.
It doesn't. But
Is it
You
a
could change
tree
it.
falls on him?
I don't know. You could call it. I'm not really good with names, but something dealing with wood or carvings.
We'll see. The council might not let us change professions to get out of our
What?
civic duty.
The council has a say in what you do for a living. Why even live in the city?
There's lots of opportunity here, and this is where we were born. Not all of us can go adventuring around the world and show up someplace 6 months later looking 10 years older.
That's true. I have been very fortunate. But you could go to the capital. You could just go. You could leave. Just go.
And do what at the capital?
The carving stone.
They already have so many there.
We need a stonemason at our keep.
We do. Oh my god. Yes, I do. You know what? Now that I think about this, that's what I say. Listen, in the course of my adventures, I may have kind of inherited a castle. It's in a bit of disrepair, and we could use someone to work on it.
You're telling me that we could have a place to live and get to build a keep up from the ground up?
Well,
Repairing
it's mostly built, but you could help repair it.
Repair it from the ground up and work on it?
Aye.
Whatever.
And whatever fancy filigree you want to add to it.
Build a chapel. That's an important detail.
Aye. There's okay, yeah, I do have a special mission for you, but I mean, we're gonna need a chapel built, but I'll get you the details later if you do want to go.
You look over and Folland is already like packing up stuff and walks over and just knocks off his sign off the door.
He didn't even know where it is.
Doesn't matter, we're going.
Wow, that was quick. I'm very persuasive. Is this how Ridire feels?
You gave somebody who's worried about their life an out, a job, and a project.
Almost like Ridire spoke through you.
Ooh.
After meeting with the owners of the Buried Night and getting them the directions to your new keep, the rest of the day goes by without much new or interesting information. Everything comes to a head. You're able to go back to the Blue Eagle, get your enchanted items, get them on, and then head to the Knave's Pub that has shut down for the evening.
And as we go
Cool.
to knock, I'm going to change my clothes to look like they'd fit in with the cult.
My clothing already does. That was on purpose.
Not so much.
And as you knock on the door opens. The bar itself is dark, but you can see some light coming from behind the shelf.
Cool.
Move that direction.
Yeah, I'll slide the shelf aside.
It slides easy enough. It's on a track of some kind, and you're able to enter the hallway, and you can hear some faint music and talking coming from the other side of the tunnel down the pit, the hole that you know is there.
I just want to give it a listen to see what they're talking. If I can hear if they're talking about anything specific.
Okay, roll me a perception check with advantage. You already have advantage, but
21.
they're not being quiet at all. So the sound doesn't carry very well up and through this hallway, but you are able to hear them talk about the name Conrad Filani gets across, and you hear one of the people say, "We're gonna go find where he sleeps, wakes up and leaves his house in the morning. We're gonna sneak in, and we're gonna ransack the place. As soon as he gets back, we'll jump him, we'll stab him, and we'll get out of there." And then you hear a familiar voice of the bartender saying, "You know, you already did the breaking and entering thing. Can't you be a little bit more, original? Write a note, sign to his loved ones about how he just can't keep doing this, and then throw him off a balcony?" Hear another voice, "Ooh, that's good. Let's do that. That sounds fun." And talk like that continues on for a while.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think we rush in and Tal'Dama seals off all of the exits.
We could get information out of them, perhaps.
Yes. After we rush in and seal off all the exits.
We don't have to rush in necessarily. We can we were invited.
True.
I think we keep our welcome until we've got everything we need.
Fair. But if things go awry, be prepared to make sure none of them escape.
Oh, I think I've got that well and
Exactly.
As you approach the tunnel, approach the entrance to the sewers, where you know that the little group is waiting to discuss their plans and possibly give you some information. I think we're going to end it there tonight.
yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I think this is a perfect place to pick up a nice battle next week.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. May you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. Have a good night.